Hello, church family and fellow graduates. On behalf of the graduating class of 2014, I'd like to share with you about my life and growing up at First Baptist. This is a truly wonderful church. Some of us have been here for just a short time, and others since before we were born. Here are some of the things that we have had the opportunity to do and be a part of at First Baptist: the choir, the orchestra, upward sports, Awanas, home groups, camps, weekend retreats, tours, mission trips in and out of the country, small groups, discipleship, leadership training, musicals, community outreach, and much more. The list could go on and on. And the purpose of all of these things that the church has done is to disciple us, reach people for Christ. And I'm truly thankful for a church that has all of these and can be there for us. For the past 18 years, a lot of people have poured into our lives. And Shane mentioned this just a little bit, but the people that have changed our diapers, the people who have been our small group leaders, workers in Sunday school, workers at camp, all the difficult jobs, even opening your home for students to come and invade and eat all your food. If you have been part of that, could you please stand so we can honor you? If you've done any part in ministering to us, small groups, Shane, Dr. Brunson, thank you so much. You please stand. Seniors, on behalf of the fellow graduates and I, we would like to say thank you. I'd like to now turn it over to what Shane said about Mo.YO. Mo.YO has been truly amazing. Mo.YO stands for Monthly Youth Outing, and it was something that was started almost a year ago. There's pictures on the screen about it now, but we've had the opportunity, or your seniors and your youth group have had the opportunity to serve in nursing homes. We sent letters to 285 of our church's upcoming freshmen to welcome them. We raised money for a home in Brazil for women that have been rescued out of human trafficking. We volunteered at the First Coast Women's Services in their thrift shop. We've packed tote bags full of toiletry items and Bibles for the Clear White Mission and much more. This is something that your graduating seniors have been doing and that you should be proud of them for their service. Graduates, I'm thankful for your selflessness in order to serve and to minister to the community and even out of this community and around the world. I'm thankful for that. I'd like to switch gears a little bit and go into a personal testimony I have of the Lord's faithfulness to encourage and to challenge you to know Christ more through sufferings. James 1, 2, and 3, my brethren, count it all joy when you fall into various trials, knowing that the testing of your faith produces patience. I want to point out that this verse does not say if we fall into trials, but when it does. As Christians, we will struggle. We will have hard times. There will be difficult days. So we are to be prepared and actually not surprised. I look back to specific hardship that God allowed in my life and that He changed me and my family for my good and His glory. 4 years ago this month, I was in a water tubing accident that took my family and me on a 2-year journey through much pain and suffering in the unknown. It turns out we discovered a year into this, it was called TBI. I had a traumatic brain injury. This accident resulted in me going through many cognitive, emotional, and physical changes that occurred sporadically, in which there were frightening mood changes and irrational behavior. Throughout this time and our struggling, my family and I came out having a stronger relationship with Christ, a stronger relationship with one another, a more compassionate heart for the hurting, and our hearts were truly transformed for the good. I'd like to share with you a few key principles that apply to my personal situation, but that also apply to whatever situation you're in or will go through. First off, we have an all-powerful God, and He gives us strength when we are weak. Psalm 73:26, my flesh and my heart may fail, O God, but God is the strength of my heart and my portion forever. Psalms 91:4 goes with this when it says, He will cover you with His feathers, and under His wings you will find refuge. His faithfulness will be your shield and your rampart. Secondly, we have a sovereign God. We have the opportunity to look at whatever situation we're in and be mad at God or be depressed. Or we can apply what Scripture says, which is seeking to know God more intimately and allowing God to change me through the struggles. 1 Corinthians 10:13 says, "No temptation has overtaken you, but such is common to man. And God is faithful, who will not allow you to be tempted beyond what you are able, but with the temptation, provide a way of escape also, so that you may be able to endure it." Sometimes people take this verse and they say, Lord, get me out of this situation. I don't want to be here. This is hard. I don't want to struggle anymore. But honestly, our intention should be different. The verse says that we have endurance through it. That is our way of escape. So through our endurance, we know him better, and he changes us for the good. Lastly, God has a plan in which we can have complete confidence, which means we can cast our burdens at his feet. We don't have to hold on to the worries and keep worrying about what's going to happen tomorrow. When will this end? When will this pain end? We can trust his plan. Psalms 42:1, "As a deer pants for flowing streams, so my soul longs for you, O God." And that just points to that we desperately need to seek God with all of our heart. Jeremiah 29:13 goes along with this when it says, "You will seek me and find me when you search for me with all of your heart." Fellow graduates and church, hard times will come. If you're not in them now, they'll be here soon. When you come to that hardship in life, when you're struggling to breathe, and you feel like there's no hope, remember these verses and seek to know God truly with all your heart, because you will find him. You will know him more deeply, and he will change you for the good and for his glory. With that said, class of 2014, I challenge you to expect to struggle and to choose to trust in your foundation, which is God, knowing that he is using it for your good and his glory. Whatever challenges will come at college, whether that be here or out of town, challenges will come. Expect that, but know where you stand and stand strong. Don't waste a crisis, church. Don't let a crisis go by. Use it for his glory. Seek to know him better, be a life changed, and use your life to serve and influence others for Christ. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Kelsey.